So Attack on Titan chapter 137 has finally been released. The third last chapter is out, and we start off with Zeke talking about the beginning of life. He explained that the universe was filled with matter, just things that existed and decided to unexist until something different happened. One of them survived and didn't disappear, and that is what we know as life. The reason why life decided to survive was because it multiplied. It took on new forms and it evolved, adapted to its surroundings. And so that is why we fear death, because the purpose of life is simply to exist and to continue and to evolve and to multiply. And that is exactly why Ymir was able to turn into something stronger, larger, and she gave birth to an immortal body. And she created the paths. And the path is essentially, in a way, it's a bit of a limbo. It's a place in between life and death. Death does not exist in here, but in order to enter, you kind of have to die. And so Armin wants to know what Ymir's goal is, but Zeke himself, even though he says an excruciating amount of time he spent in the path, he just doesn't know what her goal is. He doesn't know why she's trying to destroy the world. But all he knew is that Eren could relate. She had the same mindset as Eren. And it's the fact that both of them are attached and they love the human world, but yet they want to destroy it. It's guilt that they both share. And so that is why Ymir chose to side with Eren rather than Zeke a few chapters back. And so Armin is like, I want to continue fighting. How do we get out of here? Zeke has no idea. And he questions him, is it just because you want to multiply, because you want to survive, because that's human nature? And Armin's like, no, my friends are fighting out there, I want to be with them. And so Zeke replies, just, who cares? It's life and death. At the end of the day, your goal is just to exist as a species. That's not meaningful. Everyone lives to die, right? And then he says, maybe the end of your day is being manipulated, all in the name of multiplication, without ever knowing if it means anything at all, feels like freedom. Freedom is a very big part of Attack on Titan as of the past, 10, 15 chapters. Eren wants freedom. He can only talk about freedom. There's nothing else on his mind, and this is Zeke's freedom. However, Armin picks up a leaf in the sand that magically appears, and he's brought back to a time when he, Mikasa, and Eren are running in a field. And he thinks, what if that is the purpose of my life? That I was born simply to run with them on the field. He also thinks back to when he was reading a book, when he had ice cream, I believe, out in the stalls, or when he fed a squirrel. He thought, what if he was born to do all of those things? These trivial moments that have nothing to do with human multiplication into life, what if that is why he's alive? And why do those moments matter to him, if they technically mean nothing according to life? And in Zeke's eyes, the leaf that Armin is holding is actually a ball. And then Zeke is suddenly brought back into flashbacks when he was playing catch with his, in a way, father. And he says none of this actually matters. He would want nothing but to play catch with him one more time. And suddenly, as they say that, Armin looks behind Zeke, and Zeke turns around and sees everyone. Every single Eldian that has ever died is standing right behind them. We cut back to the fight, and everyone is slowly losing. Rainer's on the ground being pinned by all the Warhammer Titans. We see Jean try to escape with Piek, but a few Titans are about to get to them. And Ymir gets tackled by what appears to be an armored Titan. Everything is going horribly wrong until Bertolt saves them. The Colossal Titan swings his hand down and attacks. Suddenly Porco, Marcel, Gillard, all of the Titans are coming back to their senses. They are being reawakened. They're being revived. I mean, I doubt that the human form of them is back, but they're able to control their Titans. So everyone's confused, but Mikasa's like, I'm not wasting this opportunity, and heads straight for that weird goat-looking Titan that has Armin in its mouth. Suddenly we see a headshot from Gabby and snipe that Titan in the eye and causes it to fall. Mikasa swings and just attacks it. She slices its jaw, which allows Armin to fall out, and everything seems to be going well until it shoots its tongue out and stabs Armin through the leg. Armin tries to fight back, but it just runs away, and he's just being flailed around. However, Connie is able to slice the tongue off, and Armin falls gently into Annie's hand. Unfortunately for them, though, they are being surrounded by a bunch of Titans until all the old attack Titans come to save the day. There's a huge brawl between Titans, and I can't wait for the scene to be animated. It looks so cool. There's even a Ram Titan, which shows up later on in the chapter, and I don't think that we know who that is. Everyone's confused as to why the Titans are suddenly helping them, But then we see Zeke. He shows up and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" And he says, "You wanted to meet me, didn't you, Levi? I can't say I wanted to do the same." And Armin explains that it's thanks to Zeke that all this happened. He woke up everyone who was asleep because they weren't dead. It appears that the Eldians can't die. They'll be resurrected, or not resurrected, but they'll be reincarnated. But in the meantime, they're just in this kind of limbo state, unable to do anything. And so Zeke talks to his father and the guy who played catch with him, while Armin talks to Bertolt, and they both ask for their help. And then Zeke says, "What a beautiful day it is. If only I'd realized that earlier. Well, after all the killing I've done, that's asking for too much." And then it's over. Levi makes the finishing blow, which stops the rumbling indefinitely. All the Titans are still fighting each other on top of Eren. However, Jean doesn't take this opportunity for granted and swings over to his head and detonates and destroys the founding Titan. Everything gets absolutely destroyed. However, the part of Eren's spine starts to swiggle his way towards the head, about to reconnect, before Raynor stops it. Falco and the others swoop up Jean as they fly away. Jean's concerned for Raynor's safety, but PX says that it's okay and Raynor's going to be fine. He can withstand the explosion, but even if he doesn't, he is prepared to die. This is his opportunity, and he has been waiting for this for a really long time. And so somebody, I don't exactly know who, but they say, "Thank you. Without all of your strength, we wouldn't have been able to stop the rumbling. Goodbye, Eren." We see a wide shot of the destruction of the founding Titan as all the wall Titans are stopped in their place, and as the heroes fly away. One interesting thing to note is in the second last page, we see the Colossal Titan holding two Attack Titans and that Goat Titan, who I assume is an Attack Titan. So on the right it's Eren's father, and on the left it's Eren Kruger, I think the name is, and in the middle we don't know who that is. However, people have been quick to point out that it looks very similar to this Titan here, the Demon Titan, who I believe is talking to Ymir. I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. But within the hands of that Titan, we see that they're holding a little blonde person. We don't know who it is. Is it Ymir? I was thinking maybe it's Armin, because we do see a blonde person on Falco's Titan. Oh my god, I just realized underneath Falco's beak, he has a very humanoid face. That's weird. Oh, that's oddly human. Anyway. Hello, quick update from future me. I do believe that is Armin being held, because there's a line, I believe it's said by Mikasa, "We have to get away quick, Armin's gonna blow these bones to pieces." So I am 90% sure it is Bertolt and the three Attack Titans holding Armin, ready to destroy everything. You can even see all the Titans are hovering around them. You can see little dots on the screen. They are ready to destroy themselves. Anyway, back to the video. So that is it. Eren is dead. We have 2 chapters left, and Zeke has finally been given his rest, which means that probably soon Levi is also going to go to rest, because he finally fulfilled Captain Erwin's promise. So honestly, there's not much more for Levi to do, and it'll be the man needs a rest. So I wonder if Raynor's going to be able to hold off Eren from regenerating, and exactly how he's going to. Will it be a sacrifice? Again, this is Raynor's ending, right? This is his purpose in the series, to beat Eren once and for all. So maybe there will be a fight between Raynor and the Attack Titan Eren. But in the end, I don't think that Raynor is going to be living for much longer after this. I feel like he may die in the process and sacrifice his life to stop Eren. So the first half of the chapter was a little slow. I was worried. I would have covered last month's chapter, but nothing really happened. But in this, I was worried that it was going to be another chapter of just nothing happening. But even in the slower parts, it was still very interesting. I loved seeing all the people back again. It was similar to seeing all the deceased. Remember when we saw Erwin back in that one panel? That made me tear up a bit. This didn't hit me that hard, but it was still very nice to see all the old people again. However, I feel like it's a little bit of a Deus Ex Machina. Suddenly, just when all the heroes are about to fail and lose, then that is right exactly when all the Titans decide to help. It's a little funny. Do you think that it was a satisfying ending for Zeke, or would you have liked to see his death a little bit differently? I think the way that he died is really nice. He let himself die, he was accepting death, that is his freedom. And I really enjoyed it. And so I'm excited for our next chapter. I'm sure Levi might die, and same with Raynor. Those are my predictions. So what do you guys think about this chapter, and what do you think about the next chapter, the next 2 chapters? What do you think will happen? A lot of people are a little worried about the ending. People think it's going to be rushed, or just it doesn't make sense for the series finale. But I'm pretty fine. I'm very satisfied with what's happening right now. So what did you guys think about this chapter? I very much enjoyed it, and I cannot wait for the next 2 chapters. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe for more Attack on Titan content, because I have quite a few videos coming out for it soon. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.